Good evening and welcome to the Nevis newscast. Today is Thursday, May 26th, 2016. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. The Charlestown Secondary School today hosted its first multi-purpose center day. Here is more in this report.
The Charlestown Secondary School's Multipurpose Center earlier today held its Technology and Art exhibition at the school's auditorium under the theme, Creativity Through Skilled Hands. Principal of the school, Edson, Elliott, commended the teachers and students at the Multipurpose Center.
The Charlestown Secondary School Multipurpose Center has been exposing our students to technical education in various skilled areas. Today we applaud Mr. Virgo and his team for the displays here, and as a result of the instructors and students, we're able to observe some displays of very high standard.
Premier of Nevis and Minister of Education, the Honorable Vance Amory, pledged his support to the initiative.
I believe that what Mr. Virgo and his team and Mr. Elliott, as the head of the entire Charlestown Secondary School, have begun is a new initiative or continued initiative to get our children to see that education is multifaceted, it is multidisciplinary, and that any choice of a profession or any choice of a vocation can get you to make a living in your country or wherever you want to travel. The focus on TVET education, which has come of age, as it were, and the focus that we expose every child as far as possible to skilled training is something which I fully endorse and will continue to encourage.
Clothing and textiles teacher Mavis Hanley read the profile of the honoree Edson Charles. Charles, a past supervisor of the Multipurpose Center, served for more than 21 years at the school. Charles was presented with various gifts and awards, including a painting of himself, which was done by one of his past students, Devon Anselin. Supervisor of the Multipurpose Center, Garfield, Virgo, expressed his satisfaction with the work the students have been doing.
The MPC offers up to 5 different courses. They span between technical drawing, building and furniture technology, electrical and electronics technology, and mechanical engineering technology. Also electronic document preparation and home economics are part of it as well. They had some students here up until 8 o'clock at night actually working on the different projects. Mr. Stewart is a teacher of metalwork. His students have created some very good grills, as you could have seen earlier. Some combination grills and stuff like that. They have some flower pot holders here as well that are produced by the students. So the students were very enthusiastic about it.
The exhibition included the sale of items that were made by the students of the Multipurpose Center, including chicken raised on the farm of the agriculture science students, food prepared by the students of the home economics, and various other items. I'm Felicia Library reporting for the Nevis newscast.
Thanks, Felicia. Backyard gardening is one of the initiatives the Department of Agriculture continues to promote in its quest for food security on Nevis. Such an initiative, dubbed Edible Gardens, is being implemented in the community of Cherry Gardens. The project is being coordinated by Chief Extension Officer Walcott James.
The whole idea behind the backyard garden is something that we promote them from the agricultural point of view. We have been encouraging people, and this is an example. We want people to turn the yard into an edible garden. We know that people spend enough time and money and resources watering ornamental, which we in favor of, but also because of the need that people have of increasing the consumption of fruit and vegetables. We're encouraging the people to start doing edible garden. So instead of only having roses and flowers, you could put some vegetable plants in your yard. You will have some beautiful flowers, and at the same time you'll be able to eat healthier, save some money, and improve the health aspect of the entire family.
Pauline Gunjuri and her family are the first to receive assistance under the new initiative.
I wish to thank the Department of Agriculture team who have been working with us in the past weeks, because their involvement energized us and their involvement helped us to form this big team, it wasn't always easy for me to convince my daughter and her husband and my granddaughter that a kitchen garden was very useful to the family. And to me, the garden helps me not to miss my original home, Kenya, because we grow what we eat. And I think there is so much joy to a mother to ask a child to go behind and bring sweet potatoes without always having to go to the supermarket. So I'm very, very excited, especially to be able to pass my agricultural skills, which I brought from Africa, to my grandchildren and my daughter and her husband.
Meantime, Director of Agriculture Keithley Amory notes that the department is not ruling out the cultivation of ornamentals.
What we are suggesting is that when you're planting, you can plant flowers that can be eaten or drunk. If you plant roses, you can use the petals to make your tea. If you plant lemongrass, it's a beautiful plant. It can be a centerpiece, but you can also use that to make your tea as well. Ginger and all those things make beautiful landscape, and they also can be eaten. So we are not leaving out the floral part of it. Because I can remember a few years ago when we had a food festival, or I think it's World Food Day, when this family in Ninguri was part of it, and that was the first time I ate pumpkin leaves as a part of the meal. So you can see that planting these things here give you beautiful flowers, and you also can eat them. So that is what we are promoting.
The Department of Agriculture is encouraging more families to embrace the Edible Gardens initiative. The Development Bank of St. Kitts and Nevis is celebrating 35 years of service to the Federation with a series of activities from May 22nd to June 4th. Hyacinth Pemberton is the manager of the Nevis branch of the Development Bank of St. Kitts and Nevis.
Our week of activities began on Sunday with a church service at the Estridge Moravian Church in St. Kitts. On Friday, we're having a business fair at the DR Walwyn Plaza, where our business customers will be showcasing their products and selling where possible. I would like to take this opportunity to invite everyone to come out and support us and our customers on Friday.
The Development Bank offers services in the form of loans for enterprises operating in the tourism, agriculture, manufacturing, education, and housing sectors. On Tuesday, May 24th, the bank made visitors to the institution feel special as it was Customer Appreciation Day.
Today we are giving thanks to our customers who supported us over 35 years. Without them, we could not have gotten this far. So we just want to say thanks to them.
Today, Thursday, May 26th, the Development Bank of St. Kitts and Nevis launched its customer support portal designed to assist its clients with questions, problems, and suggestions. There is also a forum page where clients can interact with the bank's staff in real time by logging on to www.skndb.com. This Saturday, May 28th, the bank's staff will participate in a health walk on St. Kitts. A family and friends fun day is planned for June 4th. Still to come, Ministry of National Security and the police move ahead with CCTV plans. The details after this break.
Celebrating the old, showcasing the new. Culturama 42.
Community development activities build stronger and more resilient communities.
Come you, come me, come let us unite and make a better Nevision community. Our community, our commitment, our concern.
Welcome back. Sales agronomist Kennedy Paul says his company Caribbean Chemicals and Agencies Limited continues to try its best to help crop farmers solve their pest problems. Paul visited the Federation recently to discuss pest incidences and make recommendations to the farmers.
I came to do some work with the Department of Agriculture right? And basically I work in collaboration with TDC, so I do training for them as well. I hope to do some on-the-field training with the extension officers here in Nevis. Hopefully we could share information back and forth, because I expect to learn from them as well, because in truth and in fact, they, as well as the farmers, are the real researchers, so they may know certain things that I don't know. Basically a good, even exchange of information. Caribbean Chemicals and Agencies Limited has always been a company who works with the grassroots, who works with the farmers. That is why I was more than happy to take the opportunity to go around with the extension officers here in Nevis and visit farmers individually.
Caribbean Chemicals and Agencies Limited is the largest agricultural input suppliers in the region.
Caribbean Chemicals and Agencies Limited are now the main distributor for the no-new seeds, which you all know and love, right? Hopefully we could do some business with the Department of Agriculture here in Nevis as well as the one in St. Kitts, because I know a lot of you has been calling me and asking me for our melons, our cantaloupes. Hopefully we'll have all of this available for you by within the next 2 months, because I've already spoken to TDC. So within the next 2 months or so, you could go to TDC, you could come to the Department of Agriculture in Nevis and also the one in St. Kitts, and expect to get your golden lady, right? Your honeydew types, which we have like honey globe and so on, and all your different types of cantaloupe. So we really hope and look forward to basically extending our reach within agriculture here in St. Kitts and Nevis. My goal here is to just come in and make our presence felt, make Caribbean Chemicals presence felt in the islands of St. Kitts and Nevis, and hopefully we could just grow the agriculture industry, because I see like the level of soil you guys have here is better than that. Is better than the type of soils we have in Trinidad. And what we want to do, we just want to keep growing with St. Kitts and Nevis.
Paul, who visited Nevis on May 11th, the Ministry of Agriculture's Community Outreach Day, applauded the ministry's staff for the idea.
Wonderful initiative, I must say. I was really impressed, right? We don't really see that in Trinidad and Tobago, where the ministry actually get involved and the extension officers actually go to farmers which are less fortunate and unable and really help them to cultivate or rear their animals. That is something that you guys could be really proud of. It is an excellent initiative. I hope you could keep it up every year, because that is something the community or the public can appreciate from the Department of Agriculture. That sense that the Department of Agriculture really cares about them, cares about the individual, cares about the farmer who is less fortunate. So I just really hope that you guys keep it up. Next year, I hope to be back at the same time. Hopefully we could do more work. I should have some samples for some of the farmers. And let's just keep working together.
Paul's visit comes as the ministry is celebrating Agriculture Awareness Month. St. Kitts and Nevis and Taiwan are about to embark upon a far-reaching crime-fighting plan, the blueprint for which is an extensive closed-circuit television CCTV system. In a statement issued on Saturday, May 21st, Prime Minister the Honorable Dr. Timothy Harris reaffirmed his administration's support for the nation's security forces and pointed out that the Ministry of National Security is the beneficiary of one of the largest allotments in the government's $608.3 million budget. That is why the government is pursuing the expansion of CCTV, among other initiatives, the Prime Minister Harris said in the statement. Corporal Winston Thompson of the local intelligence office in the police force has created a cluster map identifying locations of statistically significant crime hotspots in St. Kitts based on crime data from 2013 to 2015. According to Assistant Commissioner of Police Andrew Mitchell, who leads the Crime Directorate, the Royal St. Christopher and the Nevis Police Force will present this hotspot analysis to the Police High Command in Taiwan. An extensive CCTV system has garnered stellar results for the police in the Republic of China, Taiwan, since the Taipei city government installed a total of 13,699 cameras between July 2009 and November 2012. That's it for this evening's edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, thank you for viewing. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. Good night.